Welcome to the Automated Daily Space News Edition, the podcast created by generative AI. Today's hook is a big one. Astronomers may have just crossed a threshold in the search for other Earths, with the first strong evidence of an atmosphere around a rocky planet in the habitable zone of another star. From that exoplanet milestone to a newly hidden world found by Webb, a fresh Artemis Accords signing, planetary defense planning for Apophis, and a rare planetary lineup in our own sky, here is your space news snapshot for July 17, 2026. This episode is brought to you by Gamma. Gamma lets you effortlessly use AI to design for presentations, websites, and more. Find the link in the episode notes. The headline story today is LHS 1140b, a rocky exoplanet about 48 light-years away. Astronomers report the strongest evidence yet that this habitable zone world has an atmosphere based on helium escaping into space. That makes it a landmark result, because the search for life beyond Earth depends not just on finding rocky planets in the right temperature range, but on confirming that they actually hold on to the gases that could support a stable climate. A second exoplanet breakthrough comes from the Beta Pictoris system, where NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has revealed a previously hidden giant planet called Beta Pictoris d. What makes this especially interesting is how it was found, not mainly by seeing a bright dot, but by detecting the chemical fingerprint of its atmosphere, including water vapor and methane. It is a reminder that modern planet hunting is becoming as much about reading atmospheres as spotting worlds outright. In space policy, Serbia has signed the Artemis Accords, becoming the 69th nation to join the framework. The Accords are a set of principles for peaceful, transparent, and cooperative exploration of the Moon, Mars, and beyond. This is less about symbolism alone and more about the growing shape of future space governance, as more countries align around shared expectations for data sharing, non-interference, and responsible exploration. Europe also made news with ESA's go-ahead to begin work on Ramses, a mission aimed at asteroid Apophis. Apophis will pass extremely close to Earth in 2029, though it is not expected to impact the planet. Scientists want Ramses there beforehand so they can compare the asteroid before and after its encounter with Earth, turning a dramatic flyby into a rare planetary defense and asteroid science experiment. NASA, meanwhile, says that object 1998 SH2 is not just an asteroid after all, but a comet. Observations revealed a faint tail showing that the object is shedding material. That kind of reclassification matters, because comets and asteroids can evolve differently over time, and knowing which is which improves orbit predictions, hazard assessments, and planning for any future spacecraft encounters. There is also a broader planetary defense theme in today's coverage, with discussion of very rare, high-impact cosmic disasters. The key point is not that anything catastrophic is imminent, but that scientists are getting better at thinking clearly about low-probability, high-consequence events. It is the same logic behind asteroid surveys and missions like Ramses. Careful preparation matters most long before a crisis ever appears. On the launch front, SpaceX continues to set the pace. The company has launched another batch of satellites for the U.S. military's Tranche 1 transport layer, part of a more resilient communications architecture in low Earth orbit, and it is also preparing the next Starship test flight with newer Starlink payloads. Add in another scheduled Falcon 9 Starlink mission, and the message is clear. Frequent launches, proliferated constellations, and reusable systems are now central to how space activity works. Finally, there is good reason to look up tonight. A rare 6-planet alignment is putting on an evening sky show, the kind of event that is more about perspective and beauty than unusual physics, but still well worth seeing. And NASA's astronomy picture of the day features the dust trail of Comet Tempel 2, a vivid reminder that even small bodies can leave spectacular signatures across the solar system. Thanks to our sponsor, Lindy. Lindy is your ultimate AI assistant that proactively manages your inbox, meetings, and calendar, so you can focus on what actually matters. Find the link in the episode notes. That is your automated daily space update for July 17, 2026. Thanks for listening, and if the universe does anything surprising tomorrow, we will be here to tell you about it.